Well, hello. How's it going? You look lovely. Alright, so I'm right in the middle of editing the next Break Risk of Rain video. It's Hellfire Tincture plus Razor Wire. And I was smack dab in the middle of the editing process, and I thought, man, this would actually be really cool if I could show everyone what it's like. And then I thought, oh wow, wait, I can't actually do that. So here I am. I'm gonna show you kind of a little bit of what it's like to make and edit these videos, because even though they're only 3.5 minutes long, there's a good several hours of work that goes into it. So yeah, I guess start from the top. After I finish the monsoon run with the character, or after I get the build figured out, or all that stuff, I take to Google Docs. I actually have it over here. I've already written the script, as you can see. So I will start with the script. And as I write it, based on which series it is, actually let me pull up the folder here, there it is, I have a YouTube folder. As I write it, I will actually listen to the song that corresponds with the video to keep me motivated to typing. So like this is the one for the break videos, you know? Right? So I'll type, and I'll listen along, and I'll be like, okay, welcome to break, can I type please? And then as I go, I'll back up and I'll be like, welcome to Break Risk of Rain, a series where I use the command art, and so I will practice kind of as I go, and I'll go and go and go. Let me pause that one. Also in this folder, you can see all the music for my other stuff. Like I have the sensor noise, and then I have this one, the character tutorial one. Still love this one. Oh, I have the my favorite song from the soundtrack. Oh, I love this one. It's so good. I'm actually learning a cover of it on my electric back there. Anyway, that's not editing. Why am I doing this? So I write the script, and after that, it's time to annotate. Either I will write the script first and then annotate, or I will annotate as I go. It doesn't matter. I will use Google Docs, what is it? Comment feature, where I will highlight something and then I will hit the comment and I will type in whatever video clip I think would fit with that. Because when you're making these highly edited video game content, your footage has to at least somehow make sense with the progression of your script. It all has to flow together. The edits have to happen in between sentences or on certain beats of the song. So I kind of annotate and pre-plan what the footage is going to be. So here I have, when I say this sentence, I'm just going to show generic fighting. When I say this sentence, I'm going to show down placing turrets. After I get this stuff done, I will record it. And I have this here mic. I have my Blue Yeti. As always, I got this like, I don't know, when did I get this? Many, many years ago. I was in like 9th grade when I got this. I don't know why Blue Yetis get a bad rap. They're great mics for the price. And so I will go and record, and I use Audacity. Free program. You can buy it online. It's super easy. So I will get the recording. You can hear it. Fire Tincture and Razor Wire. Now this seems to be one of the more common combos, so I wanted to spice it. Very easy. But after that, I will actually select all, okay? Because voice needs a little bit of work to sound video ready, to sound movie ready. So I will add what's called a compressor. And a compressor is audio tech words. How do I explain this simply? It takes the really loud things and crunches them down, and it takes the really quiet things and bolsters them up. So it doesn't matter how loud you get, it will never scream through the mic, it'll never hurt people's ears, and then even the quiet stuff will come out a little bit more so people can always hear. It's add a compressor onto your vocals when you do things. Because when I hit export, this is my video folder, I actually exported, I name it uncompressed. There's a reason why. I actually run it through 2 compressors. So the first one is the built-in to Audacity, and then the second one, I'm actually gonna boot up my old friend FL Studio. It's booting up on the other monitor right now. There we are. And this is a digital audio workstation, a DAW, and it's normally for music making, you know, so you know you can make drums. Oh, that's coming out of the wrong thing. It's fine. I add a special compressor onto it called the Sound Goodizer. It's my favorite thing, so I'll drag it in here, and then you can listen to it. Risk of Rain, the series where I use the... Right, and then I will slap on the master channel a Sound Goodizer. I'll change it to D, I'll crank this down. Don't worry about what these things mean, this is years of audio knowledge. And that runs it through 2 different forms of compressors, and it gets it YouTube quality ready. I don't have any sound foam back here. I don't have any of that fancy stuff. So running it through compressors is a pretty good way to imitate a professional setup. After I get the final compressed narration, I export it as a WAV file always, because WAVs are one of the purest forms of sound files that you can get. When you put something to an MP3, that's like, it crunches it down, it messes things up a little bit, but MP3 can be played on everything. WAV files are huge. They're really, really big. But before editing and final posting, I use all my audio stuff as WAV files. Are you bored yet? Okay. Recording is done. The script has been written. Everything's been compressed. And it's time to pull up my trusty old notepad, which now we are where I was when I decided to start recording. Oh, this is such a train wreck. So what I'll do here is I will go through my annotations and I'm going to jot them down on a notepad. So you can see I was partially through when I decided to sit down and start recording. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up now. So we were at placing turrets and hanging out. So that was here. Next up is, looks like grab the fungus. Nice, here we go. So this is my plan of clips to get for the game. And now, finally, it is time to go into the game and get the footage. And now that we have all of the videos we need, we can start organizing them. So this is my captures folder from OBS. I have this roughly organized: Break, Risk of Rain, Flames of Sacrifice, here we all are. As you can see, I already got some endgame footage earlier. This was during the test run, and it was just so good I didn't want to lose it. And so we're gonna drag everything except that guy into here. The reason I put them all in this folder is because it keeps it organized when it's time to do the video editing. So, speaking of which, I use... Wait, why didn't it show here? I use Movie Studio 16 Platinum. We'll see if this thing breaks. No, I do not want to restore the autosave project. No, I don't care. Close. We're gonna make a new one. And I have the preset for Internet Video, Internet HD. And we're gonna put this in the Flames of Sacrifice. I like to call it _project, so it always shows up at the very top of the folders. I also just realized that this light had been turned off. No wonder, here we are. Now it's a little brighter, sorry about that. I'm gonna start with the recording, my narration compressed, and I'm just gonna drag it in the audio section, there we go. I'm actually gonna make another audio track that's where the game audio is gonna go, so now we have our narration. Welcome to Break, Risk of Rain, the series where I use the command artifact to show you some outrage. Perfect. The music's gonna start playing and then I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna actually turn this up a little bit so you can hear it. Welcome to Break, Risk of Rain, the series where I use the command artifact to show you some outrageously broken. Nice. By none other
it's a lot of
Joel
this.
Neves and also Dodd, who So I spend the first few minutes balancing audio levels. And then we're going to bring in our first piece of footage. So referencing my script I wrote, the first footage is first floor fighting. Okay, and it comes grouped with the audio, so that's fine. Drag it a little bit so that the pause screen goes away, because I gotta pause it to hit recording. Another thing about having a slow computer, like I do, is that the preview window up in the corner takes a long time. And it's very, very choppy.
Where I use the command artifact to show.
It's not even, it's actually not, it's not liking that I'm recording my face and also the screen. There you go.
The series where I use the command.
So you can see a little preview of it there. There you go. Good. Nice. Nice. So I'm going to save that. You save after every little edit you make. I'm going to get those screenshots by going to my channel. And I remember I got them from the previous break video. Do I have any notifications? Dr. Schmuckfield, you were the last person to notify me on the channel. Hello. Things at once. That's the thing. Oh, I also have Unity open. Oh, holy cow. I got to close out of that. No wonder. I'm going to zoom way in. And then we're going to open up Paint.net, which is it achieves the same sort of thing as Photoshop. There you go. So I will Alt print screen, and then I will paste in here, expand canvas, and then with Dode's comment, I'm gonna do like this, and then image, and then crop to selection. and then Joel Neves. And then we're going to file, and then we're going to save as Joel's comment. Perfect.
Broken combos. Today's suggestion is brought to you by none other than Joel.
So I start making that J noise, and I can follow it in the audio waveform for my narration. So on the J, so this is something with editing, if you're interested in this stuff. Things happen on the beats of either the music or the starting of words. Almost always. Whether it be graphic pop-ups or scene transitions or video clips or whatever, they happen either on the beat of the music or when you start a word, for almost the most part, because it looks nice. So right here, I say J for Joel. And then we're going to watch to make sure that pops in at the right time.
None other than
Well, if the thing will load.
None other than Joel Neves, and also...
There we go. Oh, it sounds like I say Jill. Oh, sorry, Joel. Gonna probably do something like this and then raise you up halfway. There are probably professional editors that are watching this and they're like, oh my good gravy, what are you doing? There are way easier ways to do this. I'm sorry, I know, I'll figure it out. Save. That's our first edit done. Let's see, what's next? Now this seems to be one of the more common combos. Now I'm gonna throw in, what, I wanted mid-game footage? That'll be interesting. Alright, so there is a gap in my speech right there. That looks like the perfect place to cut in a new clip. So I will drag the end of this, stop, and now that is not speeding it up. That's just like cutting it. Nothing got moved or anything, it got trimmed. And then I will add in this little bit of footage I found of the Hellfire Tincture doing things. Just make sure it feels natural to look at when you have screens jumping and changing all the time. It feels better when new sentences flow along with it.
Now, this seems
Am I making any lick of sense? That goes towards the end of the video, and I don't want to spoil that a bit too early, because there's actually a joke I have written in the script about that part exactly, which is what I gathered it for. So when you're reusing footage that goes in later segments, I kind of have to mess with it, so hold on.
Now this seems to be one of the more common combos, so I wanted to spice it up a bit by...
Okay, I'll end it at common combos. I wanted food.
Nice.
Now, I say let's begin, as I almost always do.
Let's begin.
Oh, unfortunately, when I say let's begin here, it sounds like I'm sad.
Let's begin. Let's begin.
Oh, that was...
Let's begin.
Oh, I left that in there.
Let's begin.
I don't like that. Well, we're gonna roll with it. It's already done. I don't feel like redoing it. I'll turn it into a joke.
Let's begin.
So,
Let's begin.
usually let's begin is kind of like big. So first of all, we're gonna split here, and then the new section of talking starts here. So we're also gonna split that again. We'll go ahead and get rid of the rest of that. We don't need any more of that. So we're gonna apply onto this clip a Gaussian blur, or a Gaussian blur, which is somewhere in here. There you are, Gaussian blur. Just slap that on there. Perfect.
Nice. Let's begin. Sacrifice. Let's begin.
All right, so on the very, very sad sounding let's begin, on text, we'll make a joke out of it. We'll say let's begin in parentheses, lowercase, and then we'll also make it like really tiny. Let's begin, which is a lot smaller than what we're used to doing. All right, so now we're gonna cut the video off at the beat of the song.
Let's begin. First, let's begin. First up,
It doesn't actually line up very well.
Let's begin.
Right there. So where's the next beat of the song? You can usually tell when the drum hits because the song sound wave, that's the little cyan colored one down there, gets a little smaller. So we'll go right about there, and then we'll slice with S, and we'll slice with S. Boom, boom. And then now the video and the text should vanish when I right on the beat of that song.
Let's begin.
Perfect. So that's a little taste of how it's like, and I'm gonna go ahead and fill out the rest of it. All right, I have finished editing. All the clips are done together. I rendered it just a minute ago. The last thing before we put it onto YouTube is we gotta make a thumbnail. So we're gonna go to our YouTube folder. where I keep all of my cheat sheets, including my thumbnail guide. All right, so my thumbnails are 1280 by 720. So we'll open up Paint.net again. Love this program. Image and resize. We go to 1280 by 720. Bam, perfect. Now, let's think about what we're gonna do here. So for the last one, it was like a picture of the overloading worm and then the two big items. So I guess for this one, the first thing we'll do is we'll get Risk of Rain to Hellfire Tincture. So okay, cool. We got this one. Let's just smack. It's not real transparency. Okay, hold on. Layer. We'll make a new invisible layer. Boom. All right. So we got our tincture there. Now let's get some razor wire. Now we got an image of that floating around somewhere. Here it is. Let's try that. See, making thumbnails is super blunt. It's super duper easy. And I saw you had a white border around you, so let's get rid of you. And let's get rid of you. You did not have white border around you. You're fully transparent. That's good. Okay, so now I got these two guys. Let's make a new layer. And what's next? Well, I guess we'll do our border. That one's important. I'll go back in here and I'll move this dude around. Now, our border is... I had thumbnail guide open twice. Size 40, and the break is the teal color. So we'll go to our rectangle tool. We're on layer 3, we'll draw a rectangle, and we will crank that bad boy up to 40. There we go. Make that box there. Now, magic wand, gradient, teal. Let's go. Almost. It's so slight. It's the tiniest stuff. It's gotta look good to the eye. There we go. Okay. Now, let's do Risk of Rain 2 Engineer. Oh, I have an idea. We're gonna set him on fire. Let's put him here. I got it. I got it. Perfect. All right. So there's the tincture. There's the razor wire. They have their outlines, and then I'll do. I want to get some fire. So fire, PNG, transparent. Ooh, let's do blue fire, because Hellfire Pink Tincture is blue. This is all making thumbnails is, dog. Look at that. Oh, that's what we're getting. Oh, this one's perfect, actually. Copy. And then layer, add new layer. We're going to paste it. And that's just a beautiful thing about thumbnails here, is that they don't need to be super clean, because they tiny. They just getting real. Oh, I didn't think about that, actually. That looks like... maybe Magic Wand can help me a little bit. Let's see. Let's see how much Magic Wand is willing to help me out with this one. Enough. This might work. Again, it's thumbnail. If it looks too trashy, then we'll give it away. We don't want it to look whoops. We don't look trashy, but that's actually not too bad. All right, now we're gonna kind of rotate this. Character outlines is thickness 8. So brush width of 8. And then our white border. And then, of course, we're just going to draw our cozy little line around engineer here. Again, it doesn't need to be super... Ugh, crap. You know, I'm liking that blue fire less and less. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. I thought that would look cool, but it didn't end up looking cool. That's okay. Happens to the best of us sometimes. We'll just finish doing our outlines here. Maybe let's put a big old plus sign to show that it's these two items in combination with each other. You know what? I'm actually liking this a little bit more and more every time I see it. Yeah, it's engineer, it's got Hellfire. You know what? This is good. We're done. We're ready to upload to YouTube. We have everything we need. We got the thumbnail, got the video, it's got everything. I hope you've enjoyed this little look into what it takes behind the scenes. to make an Astro video. It's a little bit more work than you think, isn't it? I started at, I think, maybe 11 at night, and it's now 2:41 in the morning. So it takes a while, but I really enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy this one too. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day.